42nd Street, Helicopter Street. Well, look, must be almost the biggest McDonald's in the world. If you look down that way, over there, you'll see the AMC Theatre, which is 25 cinemas, as you can see, stacked into 5 floors. There's 42nd Street for you. Okay, let's look at currency now then. There's pretty well almost always a question on currency on the GCSE paper, and they're getting a bit more tricky as time goes by. So let's actually do it for real here in New York. In a McDonald's, for example, that you just saw, a standard burger over here is $5.49. So what would that be in our currency? What we have to do is to see what the exchange rate is for the day and use that exchange rate to basically divide. My rule has always been to you, if you remember, if you go out of the country, then you times, if you go back into the UK, you divide. So if I've got a $5.49 bill, I've got to divide by the exchange rate. Let's have a look at what the exchange rate is today. So the exchange rate you saw there was $1.58 to the pound. So anything in dollars, we want to change into pounds, we divide, because we're changing from a country back to the UK, we divide by that exchange rate, 1.58. And if we do that, we get an answer. So there's our answer, £3.47. £3.47. So perhaps I'd like to try some from this local supermarket price sheet and see how you get on. So how about the other way? How do I change the tenner into dollars with the exchange rate at 1.58? So remember, I'm going from the UK to dollars, so in fact I would get 10 times 1.58. We can do that in our head, move the point, 15.8. So I get 15.80 cents, $15.80. Here we go again, look, a fiver and a $5 bill. Okay, so to change 5 into this, these are not the same value, I would get 5 times 1.58, which you can do on a calculator. So, how many dollars would I get for this? The other thing to be aware of with currency is that when you come back home from a holiday, the exchange rate actually changes, and banks and travel agents don't give you as good a rate. So for example, that 1.58 rate I've just been talking about, if I now go to the bank at home and change back into pounds, that rate is likely to be probably about $1.80. And so what would my $15 here be worth if the exchange rate was $1.80? Remember, I'm going back into the UK, so that means I've got to divide by 180. Get your answer. And that's the sort of question I'm expecting, to be honest, to come up. They'll start off with a question about our currency into, say, US dollars. We'll work out that with one exchange rate. Then they'll tell you a second exchange rate, and in order to change it back into pounds, you'll divide. Okay, again, remember though, you go out of the country, it is multiply, you come back into the UK, you divide. But I'm suspecting the exam question will have both parts in it. Make sure you get it the right way round. Other than that, it's pure times and pure division with a calculator or without.